I'm Dean McAllister, the head veterinarian here at the zoo. Welcome aboard. Just so you know, I like to run a tight ship around here.
Don't let him fool you. He's a big softie. I'm Holly. I'll be your vet tech.
Holly will help you treat the animals, but you'll also find other great resources here.
You're looking at him. I'm Andrew, one of the zookeepers. I've got all the info you need to solve any cases.
Most of the info. Most. For the rest, I'm Regina. We keep you up to date on what's happening with our animals.
We have a strong team here, and I know you won't disappoint. Check the wall map to find out where your next patients are. I'll review your cases with you afterwards. Now get started. Oh, and have fun. Our computer will help you research animals. You can also play games such as trivia, but, I don't know how they got on there. Before you get started, I want to walk you through a case so you'll be prepared to work on your own. Actually, you never work alone. Your biggest help will come from your keepers. If you listen to them, they'll provide you the information necessary to treat your animals.
Nico's normally so confident, but now he's scratching and chewing himself. And I noticed his hair thinning at the base of his tail in the back.
Andrew painted a broad picture of the problem. Now it's up to you to ask him more questions to learn all you can about Nico's condition. To see a list of questions, click the orange Talk button. Try clicking the orange button with the speech bubbles on it. Once the questions appear, select only the ones helpful to the case. Try selecting the second question.
No, he's not.
After you've heard from the keepers, you should perform a physical examination. You'll find all the medical equipment you need in groups at the bottom of the screen. To select a group, click on its icon. My tip: start with the examine, monitor, and test groups first, with one exception. If the situation is critical, start treatment immediately. You can perform a full examination once you've handled the emergency. Now let's see what we can do for Nico. Begin with the stethoscope from the monitor group. Use your mouse to point the stethoscope and click once to pick it up. In the monitor group, go to the stethoscope. It's the first tool on the left. Click once on it. Did you notice rolling over a medical instrument makes its name appear? Its description also appears on the right. Now get close to Nico's chest. Click the anterior section, or front of the animal. Apply the stethoscope to the chest to check Nico's breathing and pulse. Now you need to determine if the breathing and pulse are normal. Select Normal on the pop-up and click on the check button. If you're not sure what to answer, you can always select the Info button on the PDA. It's the green button on the bottom of the PDA with the letter I. You'll be able to read about the species and compare its normal vital signs with your patient's readings. Good job! You can read about the results of each instrument you use on the PDA. If you perform the correct treatment, your point total will increase. Click the Zoom Out button in the bottom right of the animal window to return to the previous view of the animal. Let's continue with the examination. Select the pulse oximeter to check the level of oxygen in Nico's blood. Now click on the head area of Nico. Find Nico's ear and click on it. Great! Nico's levels are normal. Now click on Zoom Out to continue the examination. You're getting the hang of it. Now we can finish up our baseline readings. Select the thermometer to check Nico's temperature. To get the best reading, we need to use the thermometer on Nico's rear. Click on the posterior area. Now click once on the rear. Compare Nico's temperature with the normal vital sign readings on the PDA. Click Normal, and then click the check button. Nico's readings are normal, so we can proceed to examining Nico's wound. Select the magnifying glass tool. Nico's readings are normal, so we can proceed to examining Nico's wound. Select the magnifying glass tool. Glide the magnifying glass over the wound. You won't need to click on the area to use it. In the Examine group, click once on the Woods lamp, the second instrument from the right. Now click on the wound area. We've finished examining the wound. Click on Zoom Out. We've finished examining Nico, but now let's test to see what the problem is. Select Blood Test. Click on the hind legs area of Nico. Move the blood test over one of the back legs and click once. Nico's having a mild allergic reaction. Click Zoom Out to continue testing. Now we'll test for fungal infection in the wound. Choose the Fungal Test tool. To get to the wound, click on the posterior area of Nico. Move the Fungal Test tool to the wound and click. After performing the physical exam, you should have a good idea of the animal's condition. Now you can move on to the treatment phase. Treatment may involve the Maintain, Operate, and Medicate groups. Since Nico only has a flea and allergy problem, we'll stick with the Medicate groups. Select the topical medication. Move the topical medication over the wound and click once. Click on the second answer and then click on the check button. Click on the third answer and then click on the check button. If you're unsure of what comes next, select the Hint button on the PDA. It's the green button with the question mark. When you reach 900 points, you performed everything required to finish the case. After examining and treating your patient, sign out. Click the orange button with the check mark. Now you'll get the opportunity to pick up your patient's diagnosis from the list that appears. Your score will reach the maximum 1,000 points if you choose the correct diagnosis. Select the fourth one in the list and click the check. I'll go over each case you complete, and if you do a great job, I'll have a little something extra for you. I don't like to play favorites, but if you've treated all your animals perfectly by the end of the game, I'll have a big surprise for you. I won't keep you any longer. Go out there and save some animals.